beer, sports. Join Sean and Brad as they talk about sports and share a beer. From the east coast of Canada to the west coast of the United States. Over to you, boys.
Everybody, what's good with you? Hey, guys, beer sports back at you like it's the first time. My name is Brad Tesh. I am on the west coast of the United States of America. With me, as always, Sean Valancourt, currently from Toronto. I guess always from Toronto, but currently coming to us live from the T-Dot and whatever else he has told us the nicknames are. Sean, happy heavy leg day to you.
Yeah, man, that was something. I almost threw up today. Doing that.
It's a good leg workout.
Yeah, I was just like, oh.
How else do you expect to wear short shorts this summer if you're not putting in the leg work right now in the wintertime?
Well, that's it. It's like, this is the time to put the work in so that it looks good for the summer, right? So, because I was looking like I was looking like chewed up bubble gum, my friend. Oh,
yeah, I believe you.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, man.
You looked real sharp in that suit, though. I saw you in for. Rest in peace to your good friend, but man, you look real.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, I also have a blue 3-piece suit that I'm wearing this weekend, so we can compare photos. But man,
we'll do a side by side. That would be awesome. Yeah,
let's just take a picture for the group whenever we see each other face to face. That feels more fun.
I like it. Yeah. Hey, man. I wouldn't say it's a slow time in sports because it really hasn't been. NBA's been moving. NHL, some controversy. But hey, the crown jewel coming up this Sunday, the Super Bowl.
Yeah, dominating the headlines. I mean, college basketball's in full swing. It's going to be the fun part of college basketball season. Major League Baseball's in some talks, and it's a crazy story all on its own, but that gets no play because, frankly, no one cares. You know why? Because it's Super Bowl Sunday.
That's it.
We'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the controversy of the lack of effort at the Pro Bowl. However, that's all I feel like I want to say about it because I didn't watch a down of it. It was just dreadful.
Well, Pro Bowl, I never watched.
It used to be something though until about 5 years ago, and now it's not. The one story coming out is that Alvin Kamara apparently on video assaulted somebody.
Yeah.
And then decided to on Saturday night, and then they knew and they let him play in the game on Sunday, and then arrested him in the locker room after the game. So NFL doing NFL things.
Man, that's it.
With the coaching carousel, all that stuff is wild, right? We can talk about all that stuff. Let's just save that for the offseason.
So just wait. Is Brian Flores being offered a job right now too? That I just saw as well. Like he was being talks after all this.
He interviewed for the Saints. He interviewed for the Texans.
The Texans. Yeah.
Texans went with Lovie Smith,
which is good. That's good.
Yeah, it's great. And the Texans went with the guy that used to coach the Raiders. What was his name? Dennis.
The interim coach there.
Dennis Allen is he's the head coach now of the Saints, not Brian Flores. So
wow, yeah. Well,
Minnesota has not yet filled their position, but it sounds like it'll be the offensive coordinator of the Rams. So
wow,
fascinating times.
Yeah, it's a lot of movement. I'll be interested to see where everything ends up going, falling in. But hey, dude, this is apparently those championship games were the most highly televised games because there was no Tom Brady, because there was no,
Well, that's what makes this Super Bowl so fun, right? So we could just talk about that quickly. You've got a quarterback in Matthew Stafford who has long been regarded as one of the better quarterbacks to never appear in the Super Bowl or playoffs. On a Rams team that's always been just short of big time success. Sean McVay's proteges are out in the league winning. I believe he sees one of them this week, if that's correct. The Cincinnati Bengals head coach is a member of that coaching tree with McVay.
That's right. Yeah.
So, it's kind of a crowning jewel. McVay's got a real thing going for him. You got Joey Burrow, who's won at all levels, but this level comes back in a year after shredding his ACL.
That's huge.
Takes a 4-win team and brings them to the Super Bowl. Man, the more I see Joey Burrow, the more I love him.
Oh, he's great. McPherson, love McPherson. Yeah. Love the fact that he's so confident. That's the kicker there in Cincinnati.
Jamar, all those things, right? They're just Mixon. All great. There's just something about, man, Joe Burrow just tilts the room. That play, they're going to follow him where he goes.
But here's the thing. If you have a look at this thing on paper, I mean, by all accounts, the Rams looks like the heavy favorites, right? If you have a look at all the names, all the players that are there, I mean, this is like a team of destiny. If you were to look at
but I would argue that the Bengals are a team of destiny. And they landed there more, I think, than the Rams. I think the Rams can't lose. I think that's the thing. I don't think the Rams have more to lose.
Absolutely.
The Rams are all in. Right, the Rams have made some decisions with draft capital and salary cap. They're in a similar situation to the 2012, 2013 Seahawks and many other contenders where they've bet the farm on this year being the year. They can't sustain this core next year from a financial standpoint.
Cincinnati, though, is just one of those. It's one of those. They're one of those teams that nobody saw coming.
Yep.
And now their confidence is just through the roof. And I wouldn't bet against Joey Burrows. I mean, that guy is like, he's icy out there, man.
Yeah.
I think Matthew Stafford's played fantastic, but I think now he has to cement it with a Super Bowl. But I don't think it's going to be a given. This is not a given, you know?
No, I mean, they're talking even just with if you look at all the simulations and those things, it has the Rams are winning 60-ish% of the time by an average margin of 4.
Right.
Slightly better than a coin flip.
Yeah.
I think this game will be, I think, relatively even defensively. I think this game turns on a defensive play late.
Absolutely.
Either to kill it or to win it.
That's the funny thing, though, is that how both these defenses, because everybody's been, talking about how stout the Rams defense is. It's a superstar defense. It's this, it's that. Hey, the Bengals are no joke.
Yeah.
That defense has been stellar. Keeping them within plays, keeping them to just do what they have to do. They shut down Tennessee. They shut down Kansas City.
Joe Burrows took 9 sacks in a playoff game, and they still won that game.
And they still won that game.
Defense didn't give it up.
That's exactly it. I mean, mainly, you're also playing Ryan Tannehill, but,
Ryan Tannehill averaged 24 points a game. They had a top 10 offense, even without Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's Ryan Tannehill, but you got to think about Derrick Henry was back. That offensive line
first game back, man. Come on. I mean,
still was back. I mean, just his presence in the backfield is going to pull one guy back out of the box.
True enough, but it wasn't like. I mean, I don't know. Like playoff Derrick Henry and regular season Derrick Henry seems to be two different beasts. I don't know. So.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you there. I'm just saying it wasn't. They weren't playing a depleted team that put their back on Ryan Tannehill. It's just.
Well, anyways, enough talk about Ryan Tannehill. It's not his moment in the sun. This is
brought him up.
Yeah, I did because you brought up 9 sacks. That's all. So it's just one of the
how that correlates.
Same team. That's all.
Yeah, but then you just like, the defense isn't good because Ryan Tannehill. Okay, well.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Thank you. I'm just saying Ryan Tannehill. You know what?
Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah, we'll just.
Is that Ryan Tannehill's brother?
Yeah. Okay. Just squash that. There we go. It's squashed. So hey, this is also a Super Bowl for the halftime show that I am heavily anticipating. I think I might be anticipating the halftime show as much as I am about the Super Bowl.
Maybe more.
It's about time. Like we've been watching such horrid acts.
There's a bunch of kids that are going to find out about their parents. I'm just going to say that right now. Some parents that don't let that side show.
No. But
kid's going to find out. You can't not hear the music and not get up off your couch and shake it. So,
and with all of them coming out there, I hate to say it, but Forgot About Dre is probably going to be one of the songs coming out there. It's just, I mean, it's going to be lit. And man, to have Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Dr. Dre, I mean, really, that's my core.
Yeah.
Mary J. Blige as well,
great.
Yeah, Lamar,
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick
Put some
Lamar.
respect on Kendrick's name.
Sorry about that.
Right now.
Kendrick Lamar.
I think that Mary and Kendrick come out and open the show, and then those other fine fellows that you mentioned come in and close it out.
Yeah, because it's just going to be, it's going to be a complete meltdown.
That's in LA.
What it is. Yeah,
in LA, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about it's an LA team in LA with two of arguably the biggest names in music to come out of Los Angeles performing at halftime.
Yeah, absolutely. Arguably, absolutely. The two of the biggest names. Yeah. So, I mean, if the Rams can't get charged about that, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They don't deserve to win.
They don't deserve to win. Exactly.
Icy Joe Burrow, like that's his jam too. Like, he's about that life. So maybe that just fires him up. We'll see.
Man.
All the stories aside, Sean, who are you taking in the Super Bowl?
I'm taking the Bengals. I'm not getting bit again.
Yeah.
After all this talk about the Rams and everything, I'm going to take the Bengals. Probably be wrong on this one because I've been wrong all the way through this postseason. But
yeah, you might be. I also, man, I hate that I let you go first. I'm also going to take the Bengals.
Ooh.
For two reasons. One, I think that they'll win, but two, I just can't with the Rams. So.
Oh, your personal feelings are getting in the way of this, eh?
Yes, very much so.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not Jared Goff back there. It's not Jared Goff back there.
I know. So. I'm not saying anything about them disparagingly. I'm just saying my feelings won't let me root for them.
Hey, I just wanted to switch gears now.
Let's not, because I have one thing to ask you.
Do it.
You're at a Super Bowl party and your little faux vegan diet isn't in play.
Yeah.
What's your go-to Super Bowl snack, whatever we call those things? Because everyone's got, a smorgasbord of things. What's your...
Dude, at a Super Bowl party, I like to, as one would say, try everything. So
yeah, I know. I realize I should have preferenced that with like. Granted, we're like between you and I.
Yeah,
it's well documented that we enjoy to eat.
Yeah,
from two guys that could clean out a box at a Safeco or Mariners game at Safeco Field by themselves. It's safe to say that we sample everything and we can put the food down. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the one thing that you will make sure you have on your plate?
Yeah, it's got to be fried chicken.
Step one. Yeah, step one. Like plate one, right?
It's got to be fried chicken to start off. Like that's number one. Americans do it right. So, Canadians not bad. So I'll still grab the fried chicken. It's like that's a staple that must go on. Then if we have to go into it, then it's going to have to be some nachos, but not just like any aioli. It's got to be fully loaded nachos. It can't be just like,
7-layer nacho, right? It's got to be,
yeah,
have a little bit of everything.
Dude, I never had that 7-layer dip until I went to the States, and I became hooked on that. So you got to have a little 7-layer dip as well. Yeah. And for, any sort of changes to get fried wontons, why not throw it on there? Yeah. It's like, man,
a little lumpia, maybe some lumpia.
Oh, buddy, yeah. If you're going to a Super Bowl party and especially in Toronto, you're getting all kinds of foods, right? So you
for me, chips are what you eat during the game.
Chips is not. That's just exactly. That's grazing. That's That's
you get a bowl in the first quarter just to kind of prime the pump, right? I'm talking about plates here. Plates.
Yeah. We're not. Yeah, exactly. Because if you're gonna have chips, you're gonna have chips. Chips are just there.
Can we agree that chips and dip both are just grazing food?
Yeah, it's just there. It's just something like, if you're sitting there and your grandma pulled out some, I don't know, like candies, right? So you started having a couple there. It's the same thing. It's like,
how about the weirdos that bring the vegetable platter to the Super Bowl party? Do you just bypass that altogether?
If I'm there, I'm already eating vegetables, so I don't need to eat your vegetables. So no. Besides, potato is a vegetable, and the potato chip is just going to top it.
True.
So, first off, secondly, if you're going to a Super Bowl party and there is no chips, you will be judged, because it's just like, why? Why would you do such a thing?
To your Super Bowl party.
No, that's so lame. Thirdly, do not ever accept any sort of invitation to a Super Bowl party where somebody is saying that they have a 36-inch TV. Hey, dude, come over. We're going to watch Super Bowl by 36-inch TV.
Listen to me. I will not accept an invitation to your Super Bowl party unless I've been to your house and I understand the entertainment value that you bring.
Oh, yeah. Look, first off,
blindly, you show up and they've got one couch and a little TV, and there's 7 people there. Now, I'm out. Pass.
It's got to be 50 inches these days.
I also ask this question of every person that invites me to a Super Bowl party. You tell me if you agree with this or not. I ask what their policy is on rewinding to see commercials.
Rewinding to see commercials, dude, it's going to be out on the social media.
I know, but I've been to 2 parties in the last 5 years where someone was like, "Can you rewind that? I missed it." Nope. Live game.
You know what? You're going to see it on the internet, and that's where it stays.
On the internet, right?
That's where it stays. Go there. They already show you all the Super Bowl commercials from the past 20 years or whatever like that, leading up to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You got, what's his face? Cincinnati's own, their Boomer Esiason hosting these Super Bowl commercial from the past 2 decades.
Yep.
Rating which one's the number one. Why? I don't care. If I watch it, that's great. Secondly, I'm in Canada, so I have to watch it on the internet anyways, because I'm just watching lousy Canadian commercials up here. You have no idea. You have no idea how good you have it in the States.
But it's also a choice.
It's not a choice. I have no choice. You will. You will be watching the commercials that we provide you. So listen here. If you don't like it in French and English, you're in trouble. I'm going to watch some heavily whatever about lacrosse, commercial about lacrosse. I don't care.
It's like a bootleg Molson Ice commercial instead of a Budweiser commercial.
That's it. It's like... Listen here. This is our beer, eh? Oh my gosh.
Horribly off track.
Well, here's the thing though, is like, again, if you come into Canada, okay, and then you're watching the Super Bowl here, you will be sadly disappointed at the commercials. So secondly, it doesn't register in my radar about commercials. So
like to say, and granted my experience is old, and if my family is listening from Canada, please plug your ears. I'm not going to Canada to watch TV because it's largely disappointing. I'm going for the tourism, to see the beautiful sights, to see the fantastically friendly people, to just smell the crisp maple flavored air. I'm not going to watch TV.
You got the right idea. Because you might be able to catch a episode of Hudson and Rex.
I don't know what that is. I don't want to know. What it is.
You'll be hooked.
Yeah. I mean, you got freaking Drake in a wheelchair on Degrassi. Like, what are you doing? Give that job to a real paraplegic.
Oh my gosh. Oh. All right.
That's the thing, kids. Make sure you eat well on Super Bowl weekend. Calories don't count. It's a national holiday.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Don't count your calories on Super Bowl Sunday. Done. All right.
Or like do like I do and just get a nice bowl of Cheerios in the morning or something like relatively like not intrusive for breakfast, and then just save all those calories for Super Bowl.
Dude, that's what Super Bowl is there for. It's like a complete cheat day.
So good.
It's the ultimate cheat day.
It's a cheat meal for me, right? Just 1 3-hour-long meal.
Just keep feeding.
I don't even have lunch on Super Bowl Sunday.
That's
I
it.
start the pregame show with a nice little, bowl of chips or something. It's a nice little dip, maybe some chips and sauce, something, right? And then the onslaught. It's like a plate a quarter, I feel like.
We should, the way that we're talking, we're just like, we sound like we're just two gluttons here, eh? It's like,
I don't know what you're weighing these days, Sean, but I'm still 200 plus. So it's not a surprise to anyone who knows me that food is the top of my list.
Yeah. I think about around 235. Yeah.
220. So it's 550 pounds of.
We're an ultimate tag team right there. Yeah. All right, man. I'm looking forward to Super Bowl. You're looking forward to Super Bowl. Looking forward to the halftime show. Who cares about the commercials? Eat what you want. I think that's what we're taking away from this weekend.
Only eat good food.
Yes.
But eat it all.
That's right. There's people starving. That's right. Yeah.
Wear sweatpants.
Don't worry about your belt. Yeah.
Sans a belt, slacks at worst. You gotta have a little bit of stretch in them jeans.
Man. So let's switch it over quickly here, just to the NHL. I was shocked. Was I? No, not really. Brad Marchand had another little meltdown there. I don't know if you saw it, but
is it a meltdown or is it a calculated risk?
Oh, it's a meltdown. That guy's getting suspended. Like, this is crazy.
Sure, but again, I'm not saying he's not going to get suspended, but is it a meltdown or did he know what he was doing?
I don't know, man. Like, the whole game, he was just grimy, man. Like, he wouldn't let Sidney Crosby get his stick.
Yeah.
He stopped Tristan Jarry from sending a puck to one of the fans there in the crowd.
Yeah.
He was just
being maybe he didn't like the pregame spread or the hospitality.
He was just being Marchand, but then punching Tristan Jarry in the face.
I would argue it's hockey, first of all. Second of all, I would just say he was being Brad.
You're speaking from experience here on this.
I loved it. I think it's great.
I think he's getting suspended. I think it's going to be 10 games, and
I hope he does get suspended. I hope his teammates pay his fine.
I said it once. I'll say it again.
Doing the teamwork.
I said it once. I say it again. He's the kind of player you don't want to play against, but he's the kind of player who's on your team. Yeah, you love the guy, right? So
it's pretty universal for most of us, Brads.
Yeah, it's funny though, because it's just like
no better friend, no worse enemy.
Social media, of course, is blowing up over this, and it's just like I'm just chuckling over to the side because just like this is what he does. The man licked another man on the ice. What are you expecting? This is what he does.
You're talking about fighting or the actual licking here?
No, he actually licked him on the face. Yeah. 2018 playoffs. It was kind of weird.
I know, but you earlier in the year you gave me grief because you said you want to lick somebody, and I said that was offensive, and then you meant, I mean fighting. So I'm just asking for clarity.
I said that? I don't think I did. That's
did.
Weird. That's
and you
strange.
Got your little, you got your little jersey that you like to wear all the time. Remember that thing? And you were like, tell so-and-so I'm looking for him. I want to lick him. And I was like, well, that's a bit forward.
What are you talking about? Which jersey? What are you talking about?
When you went to the Maple Leafs game, they honored you, and rightfully so, for your sacrifice to your country.
Yeah.
And in that group text, you said, and I don't remember the person's name because I don't care, but you were like, hey, tell so-and-so I'm looking for him. I want to lick him. And I was like, wow, Sean, that's a bit forward. And you're like, you don't understand hockey. Licking means fight. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm just asking for some clarity now. Like,
I don't even remember this.
You're drunk, I'm sure. Drunk on happiness.
I believe you.
I'm saying I'll pull it up and read it. It'll take me a minute to pull it up.
I'm sure I made it sense.
Now is this licking?
You just need some clarification.
Brad
I get
allegedly did on camera in the 2018 playoffs.
No, it was an official lick.
Tongue?
Yeah. No, it was tongue.
Tongue involved.
Tongue on skin. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah.
I'm still with it.
Actual lick. Yeah. And of course, Montreal Canadiens fired their head coach today. And
They listen to the podcast and they heard about how terrible he is.
and then hired. He was a
There
great
you
player.
hired somebody?
Yeah, great player.
What?
Yeah, great player, but no coaching experience. I think he
Hold on.
coaches
As
under
an interim?
13. No, head
As an
coach. New head coach.
Sean, stop.
Martin St. Louis is now the new head coach of
This
the
is
Montreal
why
Canadiens.
hockey has so many problems.
Yeah. So
There's no protocol for how to hire.
this is what happens when you have a GM that just comes in. The GM has never GM before, so why not hire a head coach who's never coached before? It just sounds like makes perfect
like
sense.
In general, the NHL doesn't have hiring practices. Like you have to interview a certain number of people. Like,
This is Montreal, buddy. They do what they want.
I'm saying the NHL. The NHL doesn't have any hiring practices in place,
No.
but they're for diversity.
Yeah. Anyways, so there you have it. Martin St. Louis, who, honestly, he's part of that 2004 Tampa Bay Lightning Stanley Cup champion. He was the captain of the team there for a little bit. Great player. But like I said, the only coaching experience is
What's he been doing for the last 18 years?
That's what I'm saying. He was actually a consultant, I believe, there. He was a consultant with, I think it's Columbus, I want to say.
Huh.
I want to say that. Just give me a second here. But he has his only coaching experience. His only
Tampa and the other thing, and
his only coaching experience is with his under 13, where he coached his son. So it's interesting. Yeah. So he I can't pull it up here right now, but I do believe he was some sort of talent consultant or consultant for the Columbus Blue Jackets.
you
there
reach your socialist bandwidth of internet.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's that was quick, wasn't it?
You have to yell at the window like, please sir, may I have another gig of bandwidth? Or like, do they just have a form you fill out, or like how do they give you your state funded internet, Sean?
Yeah, can you believe that though? Yeah.
Do you get like a buyer's discount if you group your internet with your car insurance or something?
Yeah, so he was
provided services.
So he was head coach of the Mid Farfield Rangers under 13 in Connecticut.
Oh, well, he's totally qualified. He coached U13 hockey. Yeah. Bro. Same.
But it was pretty funny because like they let him go today and boom, Marty St. Louis is in. That's it. Yeah.
Hey, I mean this honestly and seriously.
Yeah.
Is the NHL the best hockey league in the world?
Yes, absolutely. Hands down. Yeah.
I was curious if it was like Major League Soccer where like it's cool to be in America, but it's not the best league in the world. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is the elite. Then you have KHL would be the next one there. Yeah.
Who's that?
That's the Russian hockey league there, KHL.
Was it like Kiev or something?
Dude, you're asking me to like go look up now the KHL? Like just call it the KHL.
Asking, I was just asking if you knew it.
Yeah, I don't. Man. All right. Last thing I want to talk about is the NBA, buddy. Trade deadline.
Yeah. So if you're paying attention at home, we are on Wednesday. It's roughly 5 p.m. Pacific time. So anything we say here cannot be held against us in a court of opinion as it comes to the NBA trade deadline, because there's a whole bunch of wild stuff going on. We just saw CJ McCollum get moved. And then Portland's like got 7 other side deals. It feels like maybe they're creating some cap room to make a run at somebody.
Who are they going to get?
I don't know. I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm just telling you what it appears to be. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, I've never seen a team just get rid of talent so callously.
Well, they're not necessarily getting rid of talent as much as they're getting rid of salary. So Norman Powell became expendable with the increase of time that Anthony Hardaway has. Anthony Simmons for Portland. He's becoming a star. Him and Dame will play next to each other. That made Norm obsolete. It also made CJ obsolete, CJ McCollum. And CJ McCollum is owned $60 million over the next 2 years, which is a non-starter for a non-all-star player, which CJ is. So
that's why he's over. That's why he's over in New Orleans, right? That's why he's over at the.
So they're getting some draft picks. They're getting some expiring contracts. They're doing those things.
Hey.
I'm real nervous. I'm really nervous because they've always been linked to this Ben Simmons deal.
Yeah.
And the rumor is that James Harden wants out of Brooklyn now.
Yeah, it's weird.
He's done with Kyrie. He hates waiting for Kevin Durant. It was the off season. Now it's now. That's why I don't know if you were paying attention, but he had a lackluster performance earlier in the week in
I thought it was all season.
Sure. This is even worse. 37 minutes, 4 points.
Yeah. Hey, he's been
worse
crying.
Defense than you've ever seen him play. And now he's out, right? Now he's just sitting out for personal reasons.
Well, so, Steve Nash, I'm sure, just benching him right now. I mean,
Yes, I don't disagree. But here's what makes me nervous about Portland is that the deal is that the rumor is that James Harden wants to go to Philly.
Yeah.
And that Brooklyn is asking for Ben Simmons and another player to come back for James Harden. That's the deal they want. And they're trying
that's not going to happen.
Well,
that's not going to happen.
I'm just asking what they're asking for. And then the Sixers are also shopping Tobias Harris, who also has a big contract.
Yeah.
My fear is that Portland's going to get involved in this deal and bring Ben Simmons to Portland. James Harden goes to Philly, and Brooklyn gets a combination of Tobias Harris and some pieces from Portland that they could use for the run. They really need a center in a big way. There's some bigs that could go. Anyway, crazy time. The biggest news is Sacramento blowing up their young core and trading for Sabonis out of Indiana.
Yeah.
Sending Tyrese Halliburton, who everyone thinks is the next star, along with Buddy Hield and another piece to Indiana. So they're on the move. Indiana's looking to make some noise, it sounds like, this year in the East. So fascinating. I think we're 24 hours out from the trade deadline.
That's right. That's right.
Well,
the thing is,
4 hours, kids.
Norm Powell goes over to the Clippers, and the Clippers, let's face it, that looks like Toronto Raptors Part 2. You got Serge Ibaka, Norm Powell, Kawhi Leonard now.
Yeah.
I mean, you got enough pieces. Patrick Beverley's gone. A few other people. I mean, the Clippers should move up. I don't know. They're in 8th right now in the West.
Well, Reggie Jackson is a step up for Patrick Beverley, I think, for the Clippers.
Yeah. And then the Raptors have been on a tear lately. So they're up at 6 right now.
Yeah. Scotty Barnes getting healthy.
Yeah. Well, it's not just Scotty Barnes. I mean, you got to look at Fred VanVleet, and you got to look at Gary Trent Jr. And Pascal Siakam somehow has awoken. So he's now realizing he's getting paid real money. So he's going to better play some real basketball.
Those four names stand to make some noise. And with Gorgon, what's his name? I can't remember.
Dragic.
Yeah, Dragic, right? His contract expiring. That's a trade chip. They might be able to get one more piece for a good run. Toronto's maybe going to make some noise in the East.
Hey, listen, I mean, you still have the Cavs who've done really well this season. And they shipped out Ricky Rubio.
So, and in not Cleveland fashion, I'd be interesting to hear our friend Jeremy's take on this. Is they're on the edge of making the playoffs and making some noise, and they're being aggressive at the trade deadline.
They're number 4. They're number 4 in the East.
Bringing in Karis LeVert, that's a big move.
That's a huge piece.
Loading up.
Yeah. Like Ricky Rubio, you heard it. Like Ricky Rubio's getting traded out, right? I'm like, oh man, he's not a bad player. But then you hear LeVert's coming in there. I'm like, oh yeah, interesting.
It's interesting to me. It feels like a departure from their typical way of performing. So maybe they see a window. I don't know how Brooklyn holds on to anything. I think Kevin Durant's more hurt than he thinks he is.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving's not going to play in most of the playoff games.
No.
At least half, right? If they only play in Brooklyn. James Harden is going to be gone.
And of course, Miami is who we all thought Miami was, right? So they've turned it on. They're doing great.
They're finally getting healthy, right? They've been banged up all year. They're finally getting back right. They're making little moves. They're going to make a run. The East is definitely the stronger of the group.
Of the two, absolutely. Yeah.
I think so.
But look at this, Portland right now. You're making all these deals. You're in 11th. You still have a chance at a play-in spot. I don't
think they want it. Yeah, I don't think they want it.
Yeah, because it's like, to me, you're in 11th. You got a chance.
Yep.
And you're letting all your
they
talent
do.
go.
They let Dame sit and get healthy and see what these young guys have and take a run at it. I think they're reloaded for next year, but
Yeah, perhaps. But I mean, like,
it'll be
what are you
hard.
trying to
It'll be-
do?
Time will tell.
Are you
Yeah,
trying
time
to
will
like is this year's draft that great that you want to tank and then you want to get a great number 1 draft pick because you still have the lottery to deal with?
They won't get to 1. I don't
Yeah.
think, but
So you understand what I'm saying? It's just like I
do.
don't see the
it doesn't
logic
make a
in all
lot of
this.
it doesn't make a lot of sense, but we'll see. The thing that to watch in Portland is that GM that's making these deals as an interim. I would imagine he'd like to keep that job full time. So he's got to have a plan that the leadership and the ownership group supported, to include Dame Lillard. Dame's in on this plan. So let's see if he executes it.
I guess it's
He's
interesting.
He's got a job riding on it, and this is his dream job to be a GM. It's all riding on how this goes. So
it's must see TV right now. It's like
it's a great time to be an NBA fan.
Yeah. Hey man.
We would be remiss if we didn't talk about how great the Phoenix Suns are. I would say that team is
it's like a continuation. Yeah, it's a continuation. The Phoenix Suns of last season. They're amazing. They are. I mean, I never really mentioned them because it's just like it's not like that star-studded. You
just hate Chris Paul guy, do. That's all.
Huh?
You just hate Chris Paul guy, do. I don't want to talk about him.
No. I mean, come on. They have Booker on the team. They have players. They have good players.
I know they do. They have really good talent. If Chris Paul wasn't on that team, they wouldn't be as good as they are. I just don't like Chris Paul, so I'm not going to talk about him.
And Denver, of course, is like you have one of the best Canadian players to ever play the game.
Jamal Murray gets healthy and Denver stays where they are, like they're going to be somebody to mess with.
This is exactly it. Right, so, I mean, the West has got power there too as well. But it's going to be interesting.
They're so top heavy. It's 3, right? If the Clippers are healthy, it's them.
You're right.
If Phoenix is healthy, it's them. If Denver is healthy, it's them. Everybody else is also Rams and can't hang in the East.
Yeah.
In the East, you've got Milwaukee, you've got Miami, you've got the Raptors,
you've Bulls got
Cleveland, now. Indiana's going to make a push. Chicago's in the mix. I mean, you can't turn down Boston, right? If Boston pulls their heads out,
if they can make the play in. Absolutely,
man. Even if they're an 8 seed, you want to play Boston as an 8 seed? I don't.
You know that they're chippy, exactly. So I mean, that's what I'm saying is that you have to be careful.
The East is top to bottom a better division, or
for
conference
sure,
or whatever they call it. But
yeah. Well, I think that brings us to the end of this week.
It does.
Mm-hmm. Join us next week when we will be covering who won the Super Bowl.
And maybe some surprise guests. We'll see. Hey, you want to do a little one-on-one or?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it.
You want to go first or
you go first because I have nothing in my head, but I'll think of something here. Go.
All right. Okay. You're going to love this question.
All right.
As it relates to lotion, are you more of an unscented guy or do you like a nice scented lotion?
Where's this coming from? All right. I like a little scent, but it's got to be coconut. Only coconut will do.
Okay, follow up. Do you have a specific lotion for specific things, or do you just have like one lotion that you use?
I was a one lotion guy for the longest time, okay?
Yeah.
And then somehow I just went and started using this anti-aging Q retinol thing there. And this stuff is great, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay. Are you using it on your eyebrows or?
No.
So how many lotions do you have then now?
2.
Okay. One for your face and one for everywhere else?
You got it.
Okay.
Yeah. And you?
No, mostly unscented. My face stuff has a little bit of like sunscreenish smell. Like it's a little manly-ish, but it's not scented.
Coconut.
Yeah. It's not wrong. There's no wrong answers. It's my personal preference.
All right. My one-on-one question to you. Is it officially summer when you could pee outside?
No, peeing outside's a year-round activity.
Hmm. Hmm. How do you
I would
know
say
when
the
it's
threshold is 0 and wind for there to be no peeing outside. Otherwise, I don't. I mean, if you've never taken off a set pair of gloves to go pee outside, like you've missed the point. I'll say that it's exhilarating.
man? I've always been of the mindset that that's when you know it's summer. You could pee outside.
You're missing a whole experience. It's fun.
I don't know. I don't like frostbite somewhere that I don't want it to be.
How long are you peeing for?
Well, I'm an old man.
So less than a minute.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, frostbite in a minute.
It's cold here in these northern
Drag that thing
climes.
around in the snow and it wouldn't get frostbite in a minute.
It's cold in these northern climes, I tell you.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, it's got to be whatever 0 degrees Fahrenheit is in Celsius. Like that's the bar. Like
That's
anything
the bar.
colder than 0, you can't do it. But
Yeah.
anything above that,
Yeah.
I'll take a swing.
You're a brave man. You're a brave man, Brad.
You ever written your name in the snow? Like watch the steam coming off the ground as you're watering the plants with your fertilized water.
It was, yeah, it's something, but it's never comes out proper. You have to be like a master calligrapher.
Oh yeah. Mine looks like my signature. It's just all squiggly.
Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Very good. Very good. Wow. This conversation went straight to the toilet, didn't it? So
Seems to be the trend.
I know. Oh man. Well, this is another week of Guys Beer Sports. All said and
Another
done.
successful week, I might add. Folks, thanks for all your support. Follow us, get us where you get your podcasts. Sound out to Sounder FM for all their support and help. Till next time, be good or be good at it.
Right. Oh.
You've listened to the podcast, but now it's time to visit us in our virtual sports bar. Get all of our info at guysbeersports.com, where you can find all the ways to connect with us. Watch for live conversations with Brad and Sean that happen throughout the week, and join in with your favorite local beer. You can share your thoughts in the conversation comments with your own uploaded videos, or even join us as a guest live commentator. The GBS Virtual Sports Bar is open for business. Come on in, boys and girls.